My best friend and I have played Madlibs since we were kids, and we often play them together as adults on road trips. We're always looking for ways to make them even more interesting and funny, and now that AI art has arrived on the scene, it was a perfect match. So here's how this works. We send each other the words for a Madlib. We then enter those words into our Madlibs, and we run each sentence through MidJourney to create art to go along with it. Then, we get together, share what we created, and hilarity ensues. Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new, please come in and make yourselves at home. My name is Paddycake. Welcome to the channel. This is another episode of MidJourney Madlibs. With me, as always, is my co-host and my best friend, partner in crime, Brent. Say hello to our viewing audience.
Hey, everybody. This is going to be fun.
All right. So, as I understand it, Brent, at about now, you are out of surgery. You're at home. How do you think you're going to be feeling right about now?
Well, I'll still have a lot of anesthesia fog. Supposedly, I'll have more anesthesia than the average person. So, who knows how that's going to be.
That's right. Gingers do usually require more, don't they?
But when I came out of my colonoscopy, I was like hyper aware. So who knows what's going to happen this time? But I will do my very best to try to record how I feel on the day.
Only if you're up to it. All right, but we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. You guys know how this works. You saw the little video beforehand. Before we begin, though, look down below the video. Just click on the subscribe button. Click on the like button. That helps the channel out a lot. We really appreciate it. And click the notification bell, too, if you want to be notified whenever new videos are released from my channel. We're going to get started with mine tonight. My first Madlib is going to be the history of a famous invention. Your word theme was science fiction.
Oh.
Exactly. No. The first electric lightsaber was invented in 1904 by a telepathic young woman named Thrace. Isn't that awesome?
I'm in love with this. This is epic.
I mean, it fits every point. It looks like it's from 1904. She looks like a female inventor. She's holding something that looks like a lightsaber that was made for the 1904 parts. I mean, it's just amazing.
Of course, you know who Cara Thrace is.
Yes, Cara Thrace is Starbucks.
So she sort of even looks like
Starbucks.
That could be like Katie Sackhoff.
Right.
In like period clothing, you know.
She and her brother, Emperor Palpatine, ran a small third eye repair shop.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it's a little on the darker side, but it is really kind of cool also.
But it appears that this person has purchased more than one eye.
Yes.
Because that second eye, it looks like the Emperor's eye.
In their spare time, they studied tentacles.
Oh.
I just love how cooperative this space being, because it has way more than 8 legs. So it's not a normal octopus. It
doesn't seem to be that distressed by being
it does not seem to be distressed by being out of the water. Does not seem to be bothered by the little child studying it. So I'm okay with it.
Or aggressive.
When they started working on their invention, everyone said, "Nerf herder, you'll never get it off the tail gun." So I asked it for this to say, because no matter how I worded it or put it in or ran it, it just gave me a generic Star Wars-y type image of a guy with a toolbox. That's all it gave me. So I had to remove Star Wars, and when I removed Star Wars, it made a Nerf gun.
It's a neat gun, but I do like it.
I like the fact that the wording, the way it goes on one side of the gun, then on the guy's shirt through the hole in the gun, and then onto the gun again, and it just seems like it's going neener, neener, neener.
Okay.
But they built a merciless model out of old Wampas and used photon torpedoes. So I just think this is freaking cool.
Wow.
Like it gives elements that it actually looks like an aquatic vessel, but you can also interpret this as being in space and the planet is above them.
Or it's like a gas giant and
Yeah,
it's floating
sort of
through
like
the
that.
gas.
Oh yeah, that absolutely. But I just love it looks like that's, but it also kind of looks like a photon torpedo, so it works with that because it's shaped like a photon
I
torpedo
don't
from
see
Star
any
Trek.
Wampas, but hey.
No, but I mean it's
See
old.
Wampas.
It's old used Wampas. They don't, they don't look the same once they're used. The model worked fine, and in 10 minutes, it toasted 24 slices of tribbles. I think you're killing your mic. You're laughing so hard.
Sorry. No, that hair. It's
I know, right?
it's like that there's a meme with a llama or an alpaca.
Right.
But they also look like giant chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
So I guess that tribbles basically are just like giant chicken nuggets when
Right.
they're cooked.
And they're just toasted, so that's what they kind of look like. I know, but
I love it.
when I saw this, I was like, oh, how can I not use that one? It's so great. But there are several in the honorable mentions as well from this same prompt that are equally funny. It also used up 2 gallons of Soylent Green an hour. It's kind of strange. It looks like it's a factory of some sort where they're creating this product or whatever it is. This is
looks
like
it's
the
in the past,
right, and it looks almost propaganda-ish,
Yeah.
So it fits the MO of Soylent Green as well.
Hey, Sybil, Yevlin, Silly,
So
Pimp, Biden, Segplant. No.
and the top converted into a baby velociraptor. So
I
I found it super cute, so that's why I chose this one.
There appears to be an extra foot going on.
Yeah, but it's an alien race. Who's to say it doesn't have an extra foot there anyway?
Yeah. I love that cute little tail.
And that fierce look on his face.
All right.
They sold the patent to a technical millionaire for $2,001.
Oh.
Also thought this was kind of cool. It's like this is like the museum. Like you've been going on a tour talking about the history of the lightsaber at a museum, and this is like the original lightsaber model at the end of the
from
tour.
1904.
Right. It's like the end of the tour. This is the big crowning thing that they have at the museum, and that's the guy showing it to you.
This guy is George Lucas.
Right? He kind of does look like George Lucas. It's weird.
He's the curator. He's very proud of this.
And they lived stealthily ever after.
Oh.
So this is how they spent their retirement after they finished the lightsaber, and they just sort of went and lived in this shack out in the woods and wore masks on their faces and never saw the public again.
Oh, it's very compelling for sure. I'm having trouble like whether I find comfort or discomfort in them. It's like almost like a happily ever after. Like I could see this being their happily ever after.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's this other part that it's almost like they're being punished. But which one is the truth?
I just like the interpretation of like the mask to cover the face. It almost looks weaponized.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that interpretation. I thought that was kind of cool. That is the end of the Madlib, but I do have a few dishonorable mentions to go through. Here's the first one. You can imagine what this was from.
Oh wow! And those are the triple patties.
Yes, and I don't know what's going on with his hair. I don't know if that's just he used too much product or if the tribbles have merged with his head. Not sure.
Maybe it's a style choice.
It could very well be.
It's sort of like dread puffs.
Okay. So here's another from the same prompt.
What?
I have no idea why it interpreted it this way.
This looks like a human tribble hybrid.
Right? It almost looks like it's surrounded by a crooked
Sure,
bush.
Wow. We did figure out how to get the Great British Baking Show into our YouTube. Yes.
And this is To Live Stealthily Ever After. And I just thought this was just too cool not to have in there. I don't know what's going on with his head. It's very strange, but I don't know. In my head canon, he's like half like automaton or something, and I don't know. That's kind of what.
Just another hairstyle. Like, it almost like.
Oh, I mean, it
the
could.
sides are kind of lacquered to
Oh.
make it almost look like it's a solid piece, and then those little spikes on the ends. It makes it like a crown, but it's all his own hair.
Yeah. But yeah.
But her dress.
Yeah, her dress is beautiful, and she's not dressed for stealth. She's dressed to stand out, which is probably not a wise choice if she's living
But look
stealthily.
at the house, though.
The house
it looks
is
like
very it looks like it's abandoned.
dilapidated.
Yeah, it's like they're squatting in an abandoned house.
So-
And this was without one of the ones that I put in without telling it to not use Star Wars imagery. This was she and her brother Emperor Palpatine ran a small third eye repair shop.
I love this.
Yeah, I thought it was cool too. It's too cool not to put in there, but I was trying to just get something that wasn't completely blatantly Star Wars.
It feels like another franchise, like maybe Stargate, or
I don't know what was giving me the Star Wars vibe from this is a combination of the clothes that they're wearing and the background imagery, the way the technology is shaped, reminds me of something from Star Wars, where it's like cylinders and pipes and weird little things in the corner that look like it might be maybe a cooking apparatus or possibly a heater of some sort, or maybe it's just a computer terminal. We're not really sure what it is, but it's a normal everyday thing in their house.
And apparently this third eye is more of a machine of sorts.
Yes, most likely,
So
because it looks like she's wearing it. It's not like part of her body.
But I'm wondering if there's like some sort of, for lack of a better term, a terminal that has to be like built in their head, or the information that eye provides, unless it's somehow telepathic.
You now have a Madlib for us, do you not?
All right. Well, it is always interesting to see how an invention is really invented, and that was creative. But now we have a witness interview.
And this one,
I'm going to tell you.
This one is going to
Go ahead.
surprise me because this is synonyms. So
Yes,
these are not
this
going to be
is
the words
indeed.
that I gave you. These are going to be words you changed them to.
This is a conversation between a kid and a police officer. Kid, I'm telling you, my sister is a were-king of beasts.
Okay, well, there's the King of Beasts. But so this sort of made the cop a kid.
Yeah.
So
This happens. Officer, slow down. Barf at the beginning.
Oh, that hand.
Kid, I got home from that country that floods all the time a couple hours after my curfew. Kid, I got home from that country that floods all the time
Okay.
a couple hours after my curfew.
Okay. I mean, is that stuff floating in the water? Because it also almost kind of looks like it's not all that deep. He's just laying down on his stomach in it. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Because it doesn't look like the house is flooded.
Because that reflection is really disturbing too.
Yeah, that is a little weird.
Looks like a pregnant belly. I tiptoed upstairs without my fizzy pops noticing.
Why does the straw go there?
So many questions I'm not going to ask. That's when I heard spectacles coming from my sister's Cerberus room.
Oh, okay. Well, it got the Cerberus and it got the spectacles, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
Pretty amazing. So, do you remember? Do you know where Cerberus came from?
Greek mythology.
No. Like what synonym it is for?
Oh,
I thought it was Cerberus was the word you gave me because we missed a noun and I had to ask you.
Oh, hot dogs.
So instead of Frankfurter, I went with a hellhound, which would be a hot dog. Officer, what did you think was happening? Kid, at first, I thought there was a medium wolf-like scavenger in the room with her.
Why does she have ears too?
I love that this looks like it came out of a comic book.
I know it does, with the little text bubble and everything. That's really cute.
It's like one of those. It would be an independent comic book, and it's got a big cult following. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then I heard yodeling sounds.
Okay.
Like someone or something was ripping her Lululemon hottie hot high-rise jog bottoms apart.
I mean, she is really going for it.
Is she like running in place with that much?
I was just because I'm thinking it's like where's she gonna go? Like she's in a very, very tight area. That's like her home office, right?
Yeah.
She's got a big computer desk and everything. It's like, what is she doing? And there's somebody behind her. It looks like they're jumping in the window.
Yeah. Or running past. I'm not sure. I asked her if she was full of vigor. And when she didn't answer, I knocked as glacially as I could.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't know. The feeling it gives me, it's almost angelic.
Yeah, I was thinking that because it looks, I mean, at first I was thinking because you had the word was glacier. So I was thinking ice, like they were buried in ice, but then I noticed it looked more like feathers. So it's almost like angelic wings on either side, like protecting him.
Officer, according to your dad, you screamed, "Yippee!" Why didn't you call for help?
Like this is a still from like one of those like family comedy movies with the father and daughter.
Kid, the door opened, and that's when I saw her. She had glow-in-the-dark claws, and whiskers had grown out of her breathing organs.
Thankfully, no whiskers and no breathing organs came out in this, because that would have been a little horrifying. But I do like the fact that she looks like there's a whole part of her that's like painted with phosphorescent paint, like it's glow-in-the-dark.
She looked at me with cobalt eyes and growled, "Juggle your own business, twerp."
All right, angry older sister with 3 legs.
Oh. Or is she an amputee? Oh. So here's our dishonorable mentions. This is the officer. Slow down. Barf at the beginning. No idea why I decided that it was going to have a police horse.
And it's blue.
It looks like a police car.
Oh, the king of beasts.
I tiptoed upstairs without my fizzy pops noticing.
Wow. So it carried over the king of beasts theme, apparently, along with it.
He's very young. That's when I heard spectacles coming from my sister's Cerberus room.
That's weird. Oh, no, but that's kind of cool. It's like a cool interpretation of Cerberus, where instead of like it's a 3-headed dog, it's like triplets.
This is the, at first I thought there was a medium wolf-like scavenger in the room with her.
Mm-hmm.
That is not medium.
No, not medium at all. Rage, baby, rage!
This is then I heard yodeling sounds like someone or something was ripping her Lululemon high rise jog bottoms apart.
Oh my god. That is so funny.
It's like he's wearing his mom's underwear and he's like ripping them.
Right?
I don't know. I asked her if she was full of vigor, and when she didn't answer, I knocked as glacially as I could.
That is super, super cute. That almost looks Susian.
It's pretty phenomenal. You can ignore a few little oddities, but all in all, it's beautiful.
Oh, phosphorescent. Yeah, the glow in the dark.
The door opened, and that's when I saw her. She had glow-in-the-dark claws, and whiskers had grown out of her breathing organs.
Still a strange line, but
it's beautiful.
It's really, really pretty.
That's the same one.
Oh, that's the same line?
Yes.
With the glow-in-the-dark claws?
Yes.
Wow. So
that is...
it interpreted it in a very different way.
It is so terrifying. And then she looked at me with her cobalt eyes and growled, "Guzzle your own business, twerp."
Interesting that they have like the same sort of look of a person holding the same sort of look of an object, you know, a green cylinder, and she doesn't look quite as angry as the other one does, though.
It's like she's drunk.
Right.
That's what this is all about. She's making loud noises there. She's getting drunk, but she's got this lion hair going on. So,
hey Brent, you know what we should do?
What? What should we do?
We should spin the wheel. Yes. It is time to spin the wheel. So we're going to find out what kind of art we're going to try to make for next week's episodes of MidJourney Madlibs. So you guys know how this works. We're going to spin it 4 times, twice for me, twice for Brent, and that's going to tell us how we're going to direct MidJourney to make our art. So let's do Brent's spin first, shall we?
Why me? You said it was twice for you.
All right, we can do mine first. We'll switch it up this week. We'll do mine first. All right.
Alrighty.
My
no,
first
get something
theme.
I desperately won't.
Type in "surprise me."
Oh.
That gives you some interesting results. So
that's gonna be so much fun for you.
All right, and my second is going to be Are you serious?
Oh, yes. It's like it was made for you.
The jackpot, man. 2 weeks in a row. Rocky Horror Picture Show and now HP Lovecraft. Or 2 themes in a row.
I'm expecting to see a lot of tentacles.
I would hope so. All right, so let's do yours now. So your first theme is going to be whatever you want. Wait, let's remove some stuff. We forgot to do that. All right, so what do you want?
I'm going to go with the self-created theme. Is that okay?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I'm going to say in the style of Woodstock.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, yeah, no, I'm totally down for that. And if it gives really good stuff, maybe we'll swap out one of these when we refill the wheel and put that in as a regular.
Oh, yeah.
All right, and here's your second. Your mama. In the style of your mama.
Did I make that?
Yes. So I didn't. So you must have.
Wow. Oh, that's painful. All right. That does it. Hopefully I'm feeling good now.
I hope so too.
Maybe feeling really good. Who knows? And if I am coherent enough, I will record you a "How do I feel" video.
And if
hopefully it doesn't last 5 hours.
If I get it in time, I'll try to get it into this video. But if I can't, then it'll probably be edited into one of the future videos, especially if it's funny.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Well, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Ha ha ha!